Hello and welcome in, everybody. This is going to be your daily things you might see, hear, or experience over the next 24 to 48 hours. Just worth of energy. It's just energy. Energy's fluent. Um, yeah, it's all those things. I hope everybody is doing good and doing well. And I guess we can get started. Hey LJ, welcome in. Okay. That wasn't a very good shuffle. Let's try that one more time. Hey Bailey. I'm taking after this because I got one. Testing. Oh, you mean questions? Yeah, I can try and do that again. Yeah. Yeah, I should. Okay, angels and guides, those are the highest good, please. Oh, what can you tell us? Oh, no worries. I had to squint my eyes down really small. I can't see. I'm blind, kind of. And my TV, my bigger screen is way across over there, so I had to do a little squinting. Okay, angels and guides. What can you tell us, please? What do we have coming in first? Transformation. And the Lady of the Harvest. And somebody is just trying to, this could be the feminine, but I'm looking at this as a masculine. Trying to achieve the impossible. It's the undressing of the salad, which is impossible. And trying to avoid the extremes. Hey, Jean, welcome in. And a resolution. There's like a resolution that needs to be. You guys, it's such an old song, and I hear it loud. Meet me halfway across the sky to new beginning for you. I don't know. I cannot sing. I'm not a professional singer. But that is so loud. You guys remember that movie Over the Top? I hear that. It's like there is two people here. It is like she is just, okay, the Lady of the Harvest, she has everything. And she can be tired, busy. It's like busy as a bee. And there like needs to be some sort of resolution with the pook here, which is like shape changer or the good and the bad and the good, but there's a resolution, and it's going to take some courage for this union here with this energy of undressing the salad. This masculine here is trying to balance so many things out. Oh, you never seen that movie? Oh, I haven't either. I don't think. If I did, it was when I was a kid. I'm trying to read your name and I cannot read your name. I'm sorry. Is it Lorda? Welcome in. Anyway, so you have this masculine and he's trying to get a new way of seeing something within this union. And I'm hearing that meet me halfway across the sky. I don't know who even sings that, but it's not the it's not the Black Eyed Peas version. It's the over the top version. So maybe something or the situation or something like that is over the top. I have seen that movie. That's a movie about a trucker, right? Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. Okay, so you got the fairy godmother. I don't know what my point is with that. It's the fairy godmother with some healing. What am I talking about here? It's mainly there's a union. Like these two people are like in some sort of spiritual union somehow. And there's a masculine trying, he might actually get help. What is going on with the masculine? Because he's trying to balance being heard. It's the drum. And he wants to win. He wants to have a winning, he wants to like speak his mind, or he's got some sort of ambition he wants to achieve. What's going on with the Lady of the Harvest? Because that's the feminine here. She's observing this. Oh, and there it is. It's the yin and the yang. It's the soulmate. It's the catalyst. It's the mirroring. I almost said mirroring images, but it's like mirroring energy. Knows what's going on in the dolphin. You and this person have effective communication. You guys are in tune with each other. It's the dolphin love. It's the dolphins. And then there's the message of balance. It feels like somebody's trying to clear their thought. Yeah, with the death card there. If there was some hesitation or some problems, it's like trying to clear it out, trying to clear the air, something in that nature. And I'm hearing it again. Maybe somebody just needs to meet somebody halfway, because I'm hearing that again. Meet me halfway across the sky. For what? Something for you and I. What is this? It's the Ace of Wands and the Fool. Yeah, it feels like a new beginning. Meeting somebody halfway might be the actual catalyst here of something working out. And you might get a message, and it like you could be sleeping or laying down, and a message comes through with the bird, and you just open your eye like, ooh, okay. And it's the Fool, which is taking a leap of faith, which is trusting, which is the Seven of Cups. It's an option. It brings in an option. Seven of Swords. This might be at 7 o'clock. This might be an option you didn't know was there. What am I talking about here? It feels... Tell me about this. 5 of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Chariot. Somebody wants to work with you. It feels like you don't know what you're missing. Or it's something... It's the energy I'm feeling. Like almost like the 2 is better than 1. I don't mean this in anything nasty. This feels like teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. And somebody wants somebody to meet somebody halfway. And yeah, it's a Page of Cups. No, that's the 4 of Cups. There's an option. The path. And the 10 of Cups. There's an option that you are not aware of. It feels like that's going to lead you to your 10 of Cups. Your happiness, your emotional fulfillment. This Emperor. This might be an Emperor who went off on their own for a while, because I'm seeing the Hermit and the Hanged Man. They created a delay. But this is one puts his hand out and the crow flies to him. If you let it go, if it comes back, it's meant to be. Something like that nature, I don't know. But there's something about meeting somebody halfway here. And it creates an option. And There's an option with meeting somebody halfway, and it feels like it's the thing you've been waiting for. Handcuffs, weight of the world. Revisiting the past. But it's, why is the handcuffed and the weight of the world here? Feels like look a little deeper. Wow, go within the scuba diver, and then you'll find the knowledge that you're looking for. This feels like a riddle. It feels like riddle me this. This is a riddle. Nobody really. I'm trying to not be a smart mouth. What is this? What is with all of these cards? The handcuff, the going within. Then you find the knowledge. There's something in the void. Maybe that's why she looks exhausted and he is trying to do the impossible as far as balancing the situation out. Justice just flew out. Temperance. Okay, so it looks like the riddle ends with creating a balance. How is that done? Show me how that's done. With the truth. Oh my gosh. It's the truth. Some new information is going to surface. Didn't I just say that? I think I was just saying that. That there was an option that somebody does not know about. That's new information. That's the Ace of Swords. And somebody needs to speak. It feels like the truth. And it creates some sort of balance here. The 9 of Cups. So this could be going on between like 7 and 9. Anywhere between 7 and 9 o'clock. And it's a wishful fulfillment. It's a wish is granted. So it feels like this is the answers to what it is that I've needed or something. I almost want to say something where it's like things that would have been good to know yesterday. I don't know why. 9 of Wands. The decision. Okay, so somebody can choose, okay, whatever the situation is between you and this person, somebody can choose. It's a decision between somebody could close the door and be defensive with the 9 of Wands. Or they can choose to heal or to accept something that is for their answered prayers, something they've been asking for. It feels like you've been putting something out there and you've been asking and asking and asking, and it's almost like, but you're not looking over here, or something's being 5 of Pentacles. There might be a King of Swords. There's a King of Swords that misses you. Or it's 5 of Pentacles. What is that? 7 of Swords. They're keeping a secret. The Fool. This King of Swords is doing something behind the scenes. What is that? Well, I'm seeing the sun like it's positive, but I don't know. That feels iffy. So this person who's trying to balance everything could be a King of Swords, and so they're trying to be strategic. They're trying to be a logical person. They're trying to, what is the 7 of Swords, the Fool, all of that? What is that, please? Queen of, they're hiding a Queen of Pentacles. No. What is that? Clarify that again. Because it's the coin that's sticking out to me, and I just seen 2 other cards that had coins on them. It's the Moon. They're hiding. What is this? blocking the world. Messages to quit. It is another person. I don't like this. It's a Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. There's a King of Swords. Maybe that's why they're being impossible or something like that. I don't know. They're refusing to let something die off. They are Five of Pentacles again. Oh my goodness. That's 3 times you've had the Five of Pentacles. There is a King of Swords. It feels like they have somebody else around in their energy, yet they miss you. Okay, so what? It feels like this was so pretty at first. I mean, it doesn't have to be another woman per se like that, but the card they want to make something an option. They want to know if they can if you're still an option for them. Because they miss you. And wow, this person wants to stay single. Can you recognize that? Can you meet me halfway on that? No. The end of, no, this person wants to have you compete. There's too much competition here. That's what that feels like. It feels like this person just, they want to offer you a new beginning. But mind you, the Seven of Swords is here. The Five of Pentacles is here. This person has somebody else, yet they're single. So they could be talking to multiple people. And it feels like, I mean, I get it. If you're single, you can do whatever you want. This could be somebody who's just dating. The Master. Feels like see the bigger picture. I don't know. The Hook. I don't know what that is, guys. You have to use your own. If this is just a friend of yours, it feels like it shouldn't matter. But it feels like this person, they're hiding something from you. But they want to help you. What am I talking about? One more time. Show me what this is with this masculine. Yeah, see, now somebody's getting grumpy. Like, what do you mean you want to reciprocate? The Empress. What is this? It's Knight of Pentacles. It feels like, wait for it. You're going to see. So, yeah, you have to have patience for this. But that, again, is another 7. This could start 7, or that's the star. This could start around 7. And there's some key information. This Hermit and a King of Swords. And 5 of Pentacles. With the 7 of, that's the same message again. There's a King of Swords around you who they could come into, they spend time alone, something like that, but they can come in just cranky. And it's, I don't know, it could have something to do with money because it's the 5 of Pentacles. You might know, or you might not know. It feels like they might have taken a loss or a hit. What is this? 7 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, or 6 of Cups. What am I talking about here? The Lovers. They chose wrong. I'm sorry. That's not somebody's problem, is what it feels like. They revisit the past, and they might revisit the past, or they might have just revisited the past, and it makes them cranky. Because it's like, what have I done? Walking away to the 10 of Cups. Justice. And Knight of Swords. This person is going to reach out to you. It feels like they've realized a mistake. Okay. It feels like, okay. I don't know. Jeez. Yeah, that person definitely needs to get balanced. I see now and understand now why there's so many balance cards. Because that just feels a little off. which it would be if there's too many people around in the energy is going to be off. Okay. I don't want to say that, but that's what it feels like. The moon, I don't know. That's probably why I've seen the moon a few times, because you really don't know with that energy. Okay, moving on, please. Jeez. What do we have after that? Afterwards, in the middle of the night, I go walking in the streets. You got the Master Maker, Solace. Somebody might need like a lantern or something if they're walking. The Love. Solace is the masculine. Oh. With this Dark Lady. Feels like the feminine is, I don't know, really manifesting something, but it's from hold on. No, okay. I'm not going to keep pulling from that deck because a bunch of cards keep coming out and they don't feel. There is a feminine here that is like harnessing her, I want to say something like her inner goddess type, the heart space. And she is trying to manifest. And then you've got the sun energy. Is that what? Sacral chakra. Whatever. I just can't put they're trying to be present. They are, what is going on here with this feminine? It's like having knowledge. You've got the conscious, and then you've got somebody's unconscious power and wisdom, and she's doing some sort of, feels like love potion or love magic or something like that. I just heard I put a spell on you. It's not real. Like, I don't think it's real like that. It's like the block, the Hermit. Somebody's by themselves. What? And they're doing this. Wow. I don't know who this is for or what's going on here, but it seems like somebody is doing something by themselves. Here, they're keeping it like their cards to their chest. They're being very secretive about this. Temperance. No, this is just somebody who's trying to stay calm in some sort of something. Like they want to be bold. They want to have a revelation. They want to all of that, but they're trying to stay calm. You got likely conversation. You're going to likely get a call. Somebody's going to likely either call you or text you during this time. If you're doing like meditation or you are doing something as far as like within the heart space. Trying to go with the flow of things. No resistance. And there you go. You got the crystal ball. You might get a gut reaction when somebody messages. When you're trying to do something. You're trying to connect and do some reflecting. Okay, and then there's the microphone again. So it's like you might be shocked because you're trying to connect. You're trying to like harness your energy or, you know, your inner goddess. You're trying to do that. And as you're doing that, somebody reaches out and you're just like, I am a manifesting God. That's what it feels like. I just manifested the Jesus out of all of this. Thunderstorm. And the tools. It hits you like, I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like it just hits you like a bolt of light. What happens after that? I think it shocks you that you are putting energy into something happening, and then right in the middle of you doing that, boom, it happens. And I think it shocks you. What is this? King of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Oh. It's like, hear ye, I heard you. I heard your call, and I'm sending you a message. And I have pentacles behind me. And what am I talking? I don't know what I'm talking about. Ten of Swords. King of Cups. The Tower. If you were talking to anybody else, like let's say perhaps you were talking to a King of Pentacles and a King of Cups, one of them has to go now. Because Seven of Wands, there's the blocking. Eight of Swords, and you're stuck on who to block. Death. Who to hold on to. That might be what the shock is to you. You are doing something where you're very focused on trying to like manifest love. You got the Singer of Chalices, love, and you're doing it from a loving space, and you're really harnessing that. And it might be that at the same time you're doing that, then you get two people message you at the same time, and I think that's why you're so shocked. Whether it is one person that you did not think was gonna hear from you, you end up getting more. And you're just sitting there like, oh, what did I do? Nine of Cups, all of my wishes are coming in. Wow, it's Ace of Wands right now. That's what it feels like. It feels like I waved a wand, and what did I just manifest? And now everybody's in your phone, and you have to choose. And I don't know what you do with that. Seven of Cups, now you have options. This feels like now you have options within the matters of the makings of a connection. What happens after this? You're confused. You don't know which way to pick. Three of Wands, the Moon. Feels like too many. Eight of Cups. You might, okay, now we can't, this is to only those that it might relate to. However it plays out for you. Nobody come at me, but I'm just saying, we can't necessarily get down on the masculines. If the masculines go, this feels like a woman gets up and creeps off in the night. She walks away from a masculine who is sleeping in the middle of the night. And I don't know. Do what you do. It just feels, I don't know. What is this? The juggling. It's the Two of Pentacles. Somebody's juggling. I don't know how to say that. I do know how to say that. It feels like I don't know. It feels heavy. Yeah, Ten of Wands. This is heavy energy. This Emperor. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles. It feels like now we're dealing with the feminine doing that. That's very odd. I don't typically normally get that, but it makes sense because, you know, everybody's human. It just feels like, I know, I feel like I just need to spit it out. It feels like the roles have reversed. And there once was the masculine was doing that. And now there's a feminine trying to sneak out. The Emperor. I don't know if it was sneaking out. I know. I need a nice sugar coat. I was going to try and make it. I can't do that. Okay, what is happening? Three of Wands, the Death, Page, Five of Cups. Okay, hear me out. If this is something that actually literally somebody sees somebody leave, and you've got this Emperor, like there's a feminine that goes to sneak or goes to leave or goes to do something, somebody sees, and it feels like they end up having remorse or they feel bad. This doesn't have to be cheating, but it could be. The World. It's a cycle. The Magician. It feels like be careful for what you wish for, and then you got Judgment at the bottom of the deck. I don't know what this is or what's going on. Ace of Wands. There's that Eight of Cups again. It just feels like somebody tries to sneak out in the middle of the night, or they go to try and do something, but it is seen by somebody. And it feels like they instantly feel bad. It's the Page, or yeah, it's the Knight of Wands energy. But it's the Queen of Wands doing it. I don't know. I mean, we could be real here, and you know, women can do the same thing as men. There are women that cheat. I don't know if it's cheating though, so I don't want to say that it's cheating. It's just somebody goes and sneaks off and then they regret doing it. I have no idea what energy that was I just picked up on, but it just feels like be careful for what it is that you might be wishing for and see, because you manifest something and you're just like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I manifested this. And then it shows, wow, and I just split the deck and it's the Mortal and Pestle. You get what it is that you're asking for. You get what it is that you're wishing for. But there could be a couple of you out there that are wishing for something and it's like, it hits you. It's I don't know. That's not a clean slate. It feels like it hits you out of nowhere. And it just feels like, be careful. Okay. Let's get off that energy. You change your mind very quickly. Somebody changes their mind very, very quickly. All right. Let's move away from that energy. In the morning, what do we have? The Soul Shaker. I know I have to take it. This is my point. Oh, no. Okay, so in the morning, somebody's met with the Soul Shrinker. Oh, go. There's a Soul Shrinker that goes to the next level. What is this? It's the Green Woman and himself. What? That doesn't make any sense. This could be somebody on the outside because you've got two people on the inside. They're just the same. These are like forest creatures. Himself and the Green Woman, and you've got the fairy that was kissed by the pixies. But you have a Soul Shrinker going to, it's the guardian of the gate. They might get stopped at the gate. Okay. Just like, calm down. What is this with the soul shrinker in the gate? They're a problem. They've been, okay. It feels like crisis diverted. Okay, so whoever this soul shrinker is that was trying to come in and create somebody to have a bad day, it feels like Spirit stepped in and put them on a detour. And it comes with the blueprint, which is this person might be a drinker. And they just, I don't know. It was removed. That's my point. Okay, so the soul shrinker, whoever was going to come in and make somebody have a grumpy day, we can just take that right off the table. They were removed. It's like Spirit removed them from that. So I don't even know why that came up in the reading, but okay, so what's going on with these two? It's a miracle. A message, rising above, forgiveness. It feels like a hee, la la la. So this is love. The fox and the mice. What? If one of you two have to leave later or something, it's like you don't want to. You want to be stuck to each other. And somebody has to go, like to work or do what? Because it's the fox and something's off. And they're like on a quest, but it's the geese. What is going on here between these two? It's a tower. It's a change. And the star. It's good change. You might not be used to this person being this way. 6 of Swords. And there's something about somebody leaving. 10 of Wands. 9 of Wands. And the Chariot. Somebody has to leave. And then you got the Sun. It feels like, but it's okay. It feels like they're going to come back. And I think somebody is just, you know, like when you have a really good time with somebody and you just really, really enjoyed it. And you guys are on the same, you're vibing really, really hardcore. And you don't want the time to end. It feels like enjoy the time with this person because somebody is thinking about them leaving. I think that's why the fox and the mice and all of that is here. It feels like, but you're not. Spirit wants you to enjoy the time you're spending with this person. Don't think about when they're leaving. Don't think about what's going to happen after they leave. It feels like enjoy the moment with this person. You guys are vibing pretty hard. And somebody here is dwelling or thinking about them having to leave. The bird cage. Somebody wants to, we don't do that. We don't trap people. It feels like they want to watch them. Yeah, they do want to watch them. Look, fine print. That's my point. Thunderstorm. Uncertain. Somebody is spending time with somebody who is just like them, and they are thinking about the storm, and they don't know how the storm is going to happen. But what if there is no storm? It feels like just sit and enjoy this person. But You got the house. You have a strong foundation with this person. It feels like, so stop. There is a strong foundation, a firm, strong foundation here. This person is your comrade. And you guys come together at a table and you work on things. You got the devil, the sun. Somebody might quite literally have to work the next day. And this is somebody who's like, why don't we just stay in bed all day? Let's just stay in bed. Don't go into work. Call into work. People have to work. They don't want to be alone. Okay, so it's not a person. I'm not saying like that. This feels like it could be strong. I mean, it's the green woman. She's wild. And it feels like normally she's pretty wild. And she lives in the forest and she does her own thing and she loves it. But she comes into connection again with this alpha male who's just like her. And they are vibing super, super hard. And they don't want this person to leave because they want to stay and play. They want to have more action. That's their judgment. And they want to strike while the iron is hot. I don't know. Oh, my Lord. The death card. Somebody thinks that they will not have the same type of vibing. You and this person will always vibe like that. You have a strong, like I said, you have a strong foundation with this person. You guys will always vibe like that. But it's like whoever in the connection is worried, not worried. I don't want to say it like that. But it's like thinking over and over again about, well, when they leave, is it going to be like that again when we hang out again? Yes, it will. It feels like, calm down. They have to go to work, buddy. That's what it feels like. So it feels like, just chill. Just chill. They'll be back. They will be back. And you'll have fun again. All right. How about right before we come back? My goodness. All righty. Right before we come back, what other shenanigans and stuff can we have happen? Right before we come back. How is the energy going to look before we come back, please? Fun. There's two women here. This could be you and your best friend, sister, something like that. You both have the same energy. And it's discovering something here. That's entirely way too many women. That's 4 women. You could be meeting with a group of women. You all have the same sort of type of, yeah. And at the bottom of the deck is the collective. So you could be with a group of women. And you all have like the same sort of type energy here. What is this? Master Maker. You're on target. You might be doing some sort of, spiritual work, or this could be like a yoga class or meditation class, something in that nature, or you just work with women. And what's going on here? Establishing, there's experience. It's comfortable. There's some calming here. There's some warmth. You guys could all be talking about stuff that keeps you centered and balanced and an awareness of some sort. Okay. So maybe there's just a group of women that are going to be, before we come back, you're going to just be gathering. What is this? Wow, working on something that is going to be forever. It's long term. Because that's the Ten of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. That's long term. Could be like long term plans. This Emperor. I don't know why I just heard that, but I did. I don't know what that is. I don't know who this is for. This is supposed to be collective. I feel somebody's energy, like really strong. Ouch. And when these two cards came out, I don't think that they're going to stay because this doesn't feel like, oh, you don't see them. It doesn't feel like collectively, but there might be a group of women who want to take down an emperor. I feel side. Like that's a side note. Okay. Well, it could be their boss. Okay. It could be their boss. Tell me what this is and what's happening. It made me giggle because what it was I heard in my head was different than once I spoke it. It was different. Okay. What is this? With these women, what are they doing? They're talking. Tower. And having patience. It's the Page of Coins. It feels like making slow moves towards a tower. Blocking. They're going to stand the ground on something. Six of Swords. Because they intuitively know there needs to be a change. Let me see that one more time. I'm going to get it, guys. I'm sorry. It's just, there's a lot of energies here. This could be a work situation where you're at work and there is a group of women or a group of feminines, we'll say feminines, that are looking for something long term. What is this? Could be work or working on themselves. It's the Moon, feminine energy. Queen of Cups. There is a Queen of Cups that makes the call. She might actually have like a shoulder tattoo that's sticking out to me. An upper shoulder, is that a thing? But a tattoo. And is making a call on something she wants. You hear about it. King of Swords. The World. And a Queen of Wands. This could be I don't know, guys. It just feels like there is a group of people, feminine energies. They might be trying to get a mask. Yeah, and then there's a tower. They're holding back truth. I don't know. It feels like beware, but it feels like it's going to affect a masculine, a King of Swords. I don't like that. It feels sketchy in a way. I mean, I think what's throwing me, there's some sort of email, and somebody might get defensive about it. But it feels like Long story short, what this is and what I'm getting at is whether somebody is either at a meditation or they're minding their own business, there's just a group of women around. It could be up to like 4. Yeah, I'm seeing 4. I'm seeing 4 here and 4 here. And, oops, you can't see it. But there could be up to 4 different feminines that are trying to change something. Put pressure on something. What's the outcome of that? Because I don't like that energy, but I want to know the outcome. Somebody's putting their money into, wow. You got the 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Somebody's saving their money. 10 of Swords because something's going to end. They're going to be backstabbed. I don't know what this is, guys. Just feels like take caution. Because it almost feels like before we come back, somebody might find out that a person who they thought, right, because now there's only 3 of them. Somebody might think that they are like friends with somebody. They get stabbed in the back by a friend, I want to say. Whether it's a coworker or something like that. Wow, 5 of Swords. They get, yeah. They get manipulated somehow. And they thought that they were all in this together to get somebody else out. And it changes the Death card. So, and there's confusion all over it as far as like what happened here. So I don't know. I'm going to leave that there on that note because that was very odd. Feels like just be aware of who you have in your inner circle. And if you have somebody in your inner circle that you think is just like your energy or it just, they're not. And it's almost like word to the wise or something like that. Just be careful. Okay. I just want to say that because that's some shady energy. Yeah. Page of Swords. You have somebody that's watching and they want to watch you fail. Dang, these are normally uplifting. Somebody wants to watch somebody fall. That doesn't have to necessarily be you. But it's somebody in a group wants to watch somebody else fall. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. The snake. I don't want to really leave it at that because that was really bad. That's just some shady. Okay, you've got the Star and the Moon. And the Ace of Cups. Okay, that's better. It feels like if you pour out loving energy, how you want to be treated, all of that, especially like if you're trying to manifest with the moonlight, you've got the Ace of Cups. It's going to come for you. And it just, I just heard, I heard be kind and rewind. That used to be on the old cassette tapes. But it feels relevant. Be kind and rewind, meaning be kind and like look back at things and how you would want something to play out. Because somebody just wants to mind their own business and keep the peace. Page of Pentacles. This is a lesson about foundations and 4 of Swords and the Ace or the 8 of Pentacles. It feels like doing the work. Okay. So somebody in this whole entire atmosphere is trying to focus on themselves. They're trying to do the work. And then you have outsiders trying to create some sort of chaos. So just be aware of that, okay? I'm going to leave that here. And if Jean wants to come back on, I will do questions for everybody. Actually, I think I have to. Right? Yes, I do. Okay, because I do have a donation already. So I'll come back in just a little bit. I'll put out the notification and I'll come back and I'll do questions. And I thank you guys so very much for staying for such a long one. I'm sorry it was so long today. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. So thank you guys. Bye.